Alright, so this is it. 2001 Bmw 330Ci. Just picked it up for $1,500. I'm gonna see if I can try to make it worth some more money. Put some work into it. You got a couple problems which I'm gonna be showing you guys in this video. But overall, a pretty decent car, especially for $1,500 in today's market. So let's go over the body first. Obviously, it needs a grill, needs a little trim piece there. Bumper overall, a little saggy, but I don't think it should be too much of a problem. Sun faded trim pieces, random trim pieces loose. No rust in the car anywhere on the car. Looked at the hole underneath, everything's clean. Those little lights, got a crack there. You got a couple different bumps all over the rear bumper. Just use some heat. Paint is a little faded, but it's not too bad. More trim pieces. This needs to be fixed. Now let's see the inside of it. Problem. So let's see if this side works. That side doesn't work. Alright, finally in. We're gonna have to crawl inside and open that door up. And open that door up. And open that door up. And open that door. Only got the door open, so that's obviously an annoying issue. But let's see, no door cards.
Brother,
Little piece sagging down. Rear seats are not too bad, to be honest. You can use a little cleaning. It doesn't really look like it's ripped too much. A little bit of cleaning. Let's see, where's the radio? Old school Pioneer, Sony. I guess that works, but there's no power to the car, so that shouldn't really be on, but let's try to figure that out later. This whole thing's flimsy. This comes right out, actually. The dash itself isn't too bad. Let's get it started and check out the mechanical issues it has. So obviously you can hear the exhaust is cut off. So here we go. Valve covers are leaking. Has a little bit of a tick to it. I also know there is a bottom coolant hose that is also leaking. So not too many issues. That ticking is probably the worst of it. Might be one of the hydraulic lifters. That's going to be a whole engine rebuild, which is going to take some time. But overall, for $1,500, I don't think it's too bad of a car. Now we gotta see if we can fix it. Alright, so another thing I want to do now is take it for a little shakedown. Just drive around the block and hear for any weird noises. Obviously, the car is very loud. If you didn't notice from the video, that strut is bad. This strut is also bad. So both those gotta be replaced. But luckily, the previous owner gave me both of those. So that makes things a little bit easier. The auto response is pretty decent. It goes, it doesn't seem like it's slouching or anything. There's also no plates in this vehicle and it's not registered. Let's hope I don't get pulled over. Now we can get it up for a little speed test. like there's some kind of wobble noise or some kind of vibration as soon as I hit the throttle. It could either be just exhaust or it could be something major, but we won't really know until we actually take a look at it, fully check everything. So, good idea to make a list of all the things we need so we can start checking those off. First thing is obviously both door cards are not even there. I don't know why he took them off. Maybe it's some kind of drift build or something. Wannabe drift car. Both of those, I probably want to get a new radio, just a stock radio, or maybe if I can find a good aftermarket one, I'll get that. Trim pieces need to be fixed. That's not too big of a deal. Both the struts, we have those, so that's easy. We might need an engine rebuild. We need a valve cover gasket. We need a lower coolant hose. We need the tail light, just because I don't like it being cracked, even though it's probably fine. We need those trunk tail light pieces too. What else am I forgetting? There's a little button right here for the window switch that's broken. It still works, but the switch itself is broken, so I'd probably like to get that replaced. We gotta see what the check engine light's on for. That could be another issue. Checked the codes earlier when I first got the car. Both the codes, one was like for low fuel, the other one was a misfire, but it says low fuel misfire. So both those might not be a big deal, but again, we'd have to check everything to make sure. Obviously, I got coolant down there because it leaks. Don't want to go low in coolant. Right now, we should be fine. I filled it up before we went on the drive. The muffler, I want to put a regular muffler, stock muffler back on there. I don't like the straight pipe noise. It doesn't sound too bad, I mean, but if I want to make it a nice daily, I need a full exhaust. It looks like it just cut off right before the muffler, just a regular muffler delete. I don't know if you can hear that humming in the video too, but maybe it could be the tires. I did check the tires. They're very old. They're dry rotted. They were also low in PSI. But the overall drive isn't too bad, besides all the bouncy from that. It's mostly that front strut. But I don't really hear any other squeaks or rattles or really anything else, so that could be a good sign. I like that they have these Chicago speed bumps. We can test it. There's a little rattle, a little squeak coming from the rear. It's slow, obviously, because it's a 330, but it's not too bad. This is that front strut I was talking about. You can see it's just way lower. It squeaks, it makes noise, it runs like shit. This one probably got to be replaced too. It looks a little bit lower. I kind of feel the bump, but overall not a bad pickup for $1,500. This first video was just a little walk around video about the car. The next video I'll show you guys how to fix everything wrong with it, and then eventually see if we can flip it and make some good money off of it. There's a bunch of part outs all over Chicago. Got this muffler. Mine's cut off right about here, so it's perfect. Paid $50 I think for this. No, $40 for the muffler. I got both door cards. They're black, they're a different color, but I think the black ones look better anyway, and it kind of doesn't really matter. It'll still look better than having no door cards. Paid $40 for these. I got this window switch I need. Got the hardware for the door cards. Taillight there, another taillight there, and then I got this also for pretty cheap. He had one, looks really good condition, better than mine, which is leaking somewhere around here. So I already got some of the parts. Now I need mechanical parts, a couple other things, and we should start the rebuild process.